The presence of evil, pain, and suffering in our world is the most persistent argument raised against the belief in God.
Bye.
So, what do you...
Do you hear that? Is it supposed to sound like this?
Mr. Deity, I think it sounds great.
Larry, the whole thing is a train wreck. It's...
Sir, you're being a perfectionist.
Well, yeah.
You had 6 days for this project.
Actually, I had 7, but there's no way I'm coming in tomorrow now. I'm so depressed.
Okay, well then, we really should wrap up the whole evil thing. Sir, Mr. Deity, what you're allowing, what you're not.
Bye.
Usually it goes something like this.
Put your hands up now!
An all-knowing God would know evil exists. An all-loving God would want to prevent evil from existing. An all-powerful God could prevent evil from existing.
Come here,
but
here.
evil does exist.
Allowing?
Okay, where were we?
Well, we last left off, we had decided, well, actually you had decided, sir, that you weren't going to allow people to harm each other with merely their
Their
thoughts.
thoughts. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Right, next up, kind of a biggie, holocausts.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow it.
Okay, holocausts in. Next up, torture. Broad brush here. You got men, women, children, animals.
Babies?
Babies, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in.
Okay, torture's in. Sir, you are all-powerful, right?
What is that? What is that
I
supposed
mean,
to
I was
mean?
just thinking, because the list, it was just, the list, because the list, okay, moving down the list.
Now, given that the fourth proposition would appear to be undeniable, it can be inferred that one of the other 3 must be false, and thus there cannot be an all-knowing, all-loving, and all-powerful God. Checkmate. Or at least some people think that. How?
Down syndrome.
Down, what is it again?
It's a
Refresh.
birth defect, causes a mental retardation, has the certain morphological consequence.
Oh, yeah, that's awful. It's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's leave it in.
Okay. Down syndrome. In. Well, the next one, I checked with the boys down in research on this, said
Yeah.
we're safe to leave it out.
What is it?
That natural disaster complement, the earthquakes, floods, tsunamis.
Yeah, I need to have that in.
Well, sir, I actually spoke with the head of R&D myself on this one. Sir, I spoke with the head of R&D,
Yeah.
okay? He said if we leave this out, it's not going to affect anybody's free will or
Natural law,
violate,
right.
yeah, natural law or anything like that. And since you're way over quota on the gratuitous pain and
Yeah.
suffering,
Here's the thing. If we take it out, it's going to be way too easy for people to believe in me.
no, sir, let me go over the list. Holocausts, torture, and Down syndrome. Those 3 alone make it kind of hard to believe in you.
However, not too long ago, an American philosopher named Alvin Karl Plantinga put forth a new proposition that is intended to demonstrate that it is logically possible for such a God to create a world that does contain evil. This is how he summarized his defense. A world containing creatures who are significantly free and freely perform more good than evil actions is more valuable, all else being equal, than a world containing no free creatures at all. Now, God can create free creatures, but he can't cause or determine them to do only what is right. For if he does so, then they aren't significantly free after all. They do not do what is right freely. To create creatures capable of moral good, therefore, he must create creatures capable of moral evil.
No, I don't think so.
Sir, really, if you had the natural disasters, you got earthquakes, floods, tsunamis, you throw in a hard winter or 2, no one's going to believe in you.
Sure they will.
Sir, I really don't think they will.
For how much? I'll bet you a C note, and I'll make you Archangel if I'm wrong.
But sir, I don't want to wager with you.
Yeah, because you know you're wrong.
No, because I know you're the God of the universe, the all-knowing God. You can see the future. All is present with you.
Okay, that's a good point. That's fair. 10 to 1?
Sir, please don't insult my intelligence.
100 to 1?
100 to 1. You're on.
Evil. And he can give these creatures the freedom to perform evil and at the same time prevent them from doing so. C.S. Lewis would agree, saying, "Imagine a wooden beam became soft as grass when it was used as a weapon, and the air refused to obey me if I attempted to set up in it the sound waves that carry lies or insults. But such a world would be one in which wrong actions were impossible, and in which, therefore, freedom of the will would be void. If the principle were carried out to its logical conclusion, evil thoughts would be impossible, for the cerebral matter which we use in thinking would refuse its task when we attempted to frame them. Continuing his defense, Plantinga says, as it turned out, sadly enough, some of the free creatures God created went wrong in the exercise of their freedom. This is the source of moral evil. The fact that free creatures sometimes go wrong, however, counts neither against God's omnipotence nor against his goodness, for he could have forestalled the occurrence of moral evil only by removing the possibility of moral good. So, even though God is all-powerful, it is possible that it was not in his power to create a world containing moral good, but no moral evil. Therefore, there is no logical inconsistency involved when God, although wholly good, creates a world of free creatures who chose to do evil.
Okay, so is that it? Can we go, or is...
No, not even close. Conjoined twins.
We're gonna be here all night. Yeah, leave it.
Okay, conjoined twins. Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah, leave it in.
Okay, leave it.
Oh, but wait for Lou.
Wait for Lou, makes sense. I assume you have no problem with childhood cancer.
No.
Celine Dion.